Hey, Brad Ward here, Ward's Auctions, Edmonton, Alberta. Video walkthrough of the October 23rd, 2022 auction, estate consignment auction. There's a bit of everything in the sale. And bidding's already started. It's an online sale only, but there is a live preview. So depending on when you're watching this, Friday the 21st of October, which is tomorrow, from 4 o'clock until 8 o'clock. 11802 145 Street, Northwest Edmonton is the address, and the website wardsauctions.com. So lots of course, antique furniture, but lots of modern furniture, a really healthy selection of sports and entertainment framed memorabilia, a large majority of it being signed, and mostly from one consignor who's a longtime client and downsized. So the big man cave got purged. And again, some of these really neat entertainment pieces. Cabinet full of Royal Dalton figurines for those that are still collecting. I don't know how many we have, but a lot. And again, largely from one consignor who was also a long time buyer. Sets of dishes. This particular one, I don't have memorized, is Wedgwood Litchfield. Pretty healthy size there. Gretzky signed pieces. Again, there's animation cells, several of them. You'll see them along the... obviously, the gallery is on the website, so you're going to want to look there. Gramophone, I don't think it's working 100%, but it is trying to work. More antique furniture in here. Eastlake chairs, parlor set, settee. Retro lamp. Don't have it plugged in so I can show it to you, but it does work. Maybe there's illuminated imagery on the website. I'm not sure. If not, come to the viewing. That's the best way to see. This honkin' big desk can be a partner's desk, and it does come apart. So you get the two pedestals in the top, so it's easier to get in and out of your office or home or whatever. Plus, you can remove the back panel. You don't need to see it necessarily. Throw this drawer in the other side, and then you have a partner's desk. So it is freestanding as far as it being finished all around. Gretzky jersey, Abbey Road Beatles piece. There's some live edge furniture in the sale. I think there's two of these things, but there's also some other pieces, console tables or whatever you want to call them. A sort of different things. There's some nice luggage. Another set of dishes. This one is Wedgwood. There's no pattern name on that one. And I don't have Carolyn. And I don't have them memorized, of course. More animation cells. Beautiful William Duma painting. You can see the size reference to me, so it's a decent sized piece. Lots of clocks. Marble top tables. These are really cute. Child's size antique chairs. Be awesome for a doll display if you had a larger doll anyway. Victorian crank table, mahogany, with the crank. There's one leaf in it, two more leaves besides. Another set of dishes. What? Mint tin, Vermont, I think it says there. Lots of Evesham. You're going to see a lot of Evesham in the sale. And again, not all from one consignor, but most of it. This soapstone is not in the sale. There's 4 soapstones in the building that are part of the November sale. I'm going to show you this one more, two more on this little as we breeze through. But they're for the November sale, which will be bidding right away as well. Probably the first time I've ever seen this particular cedar lined trunk. Just the sheer height of it, big, huge, deep drawer at the bottom. Still has all the labeling inside, so that's pretty cool. More Evesham. Fred Flintstone's tea cart. This is one of the other soapstones I was talking about for the November sale. It's an absolutely spectacular piece, and you have to agree with that. Modern furniture. More Evesham. Carpets. Here's another one of the live edge pieces. On the console table, library desk. You can do lots of things with that one. It is desk height, basically, I think. Lots of carpets, different shapes and sizes, mostly wool. Have a look through, again, the gallery. We'll show you all that. This is a bar. This is kind of cool. A lot of people, they'll buy a piece of furniture and say, oh, that'll make an excellent bar. We could convert that into a bar, blah, blah, blah. Well, this one already is a bar, and you open it up. You got your stemware hanging there. You got your bottles there. You could hang pipes on there even. Put your booze in the bottom. Pretty cool. Single door wardrobe. This is the other soap. There's one more besides that we won't show in the video just because it's lying down. But very substantial soapstone for that November sale. Plenty of pieces of Moorcroft, different shapes and sizes, including lamps, bowls, etc. A couple carriage clocks, Ladro figures. What else have we got? That's a Ladro as well. Art glass, Dalton Lambeth, Evesham. Did I mention Evesham? Dalton Lambeth, Crystal. I think there's Waterford in there. Soapstones that are in this sale. This is probably Waterford or the like. Wedgwood, more Moorcroft. I'm going to show you some guitars that are going to be in that November sale. This one here is a Martin 12-string. This one here, I'm going to pick it up actually and bring it over. Take a look at the inlay. We'll just zoom in. I know this is not for this sale. This is for the November sale. And but beautiful inlay. And a $7,600 price tag. So that's nice and sharp. And there's a banjo behind me. That's in that November sale. More sports stuff. There's a couple of signed footballs, if not more than a couple. And there's a Grant Fuhr mask, signed, of course, by Grant Fuhr. More antique furniture, a little vitrine. You could put your trinkets in and show them off. Not an antique, but a antique style dining room suite. Oh, look, another set of china. Royal Dalton. I think it says Glamis. Glamis Thistle. Glamis Thistle. I think that's what that says. Remington bronze. Live edge furniture. This is a booze decanter. I think the locomotive has been drank. So somebody was drinking and driving. Wah, wah. But the other ones are full and sealed. So those are kind of cool, if I do say so myself. There's a corner cabinet over there. More signed bits and pieces. Stacking bookcase section. It does need a little bit of love, but it's a very restorable piece. So one door has been broken. This is actually plastic, but very restorable piece. Antique bedroom suite. Evesham, signed football. You'll have to look online to see if we can determine the years that you have on there. I love these bookends. Take a look at these ones. The Deco lamp fixture, another soapstone, Canon camera, Louis Vuitton shoes in there. There is a gajillion photos that Stephen's put online for you so that you can determine authenticity. We're led to believe that they are the real McCoy. So please have a look at them and give us, I know there's some experts out there in that sort of thing. Give us your thoughts. They look like they're brand new virtually. Huge selection of jewelry. Never mind the costume and stuff underneath, but we have a pile of jewelry. Hopefully it doesn't look too dark in the pictures. I noticed that we have a couple lamps out above us, but we'll get that fixed for tomorrow's viewing. There is gold and diamonds, diamond and amethyst earrings, diamond ring, dinner ring style, wedding sets. When you get into the earrings, we're talking about like $11,000 appraisals, $11,800 on this solitaire, $11,000 or $10,000 or so, way up there on this pair of studs here. Gold chains, jade. It's just a wonderful collection. Vintage pieces and the seed pearl there. And they're not all, don't get me wrong, it's not everything's $10,000. There's stuff for the regular people. Can I say that? Probably not. Lots of appraisals. So on those heavy hitters, we get appraisals. And we stand behind these appraisals. These are done by legitimate, respected appraisers here in the city. On occasion, we'll use one that came in with a piece if we think that it's good. There's some coins, including vintage and or sterling. Pretty good selection of Mikado in the sale as well. In fact, a lot of Mikado in the sale. These are remote control boats from the 90s, I believe. You can do some research on that. There's lots of intel online. We did not test them, and the consignor doesn't know enough about them to be able to say, oh, yeah, they worked 100% or whatever. So, and I don't know, it would take a bit of effort to get them tested. More Mikado down there, more sets of china. This is a fantastic box here, quarter cut oak. And all with the drawers. And I know it locks somehow. If I'm not mistaken, if you have that in place, it locks so when you close the lid, it activates those two buttons, which are pushing rods down in to lock this piece in place. So once you have that locked, and there is a key, then the top is, once you lock the top down, this front is locked. So that's pretty cool. Very cool, actually. Quarter cutout clocks, more Mikado. I know we're going slow, it's going to be a long video, but there's so much to see. Oriental pieces, carnival glass. These are faux concrete, so they're really good looking, but they're a little easier to move around the garden. Oh, there's a smart car, a 4.2 smart car. We already put in there that the front suspension is solid, so I'm going to guess the springs are broken and it's just resting on the stops. I actually drove this for a day because I loaned the consignor of the estate my truck and trailer to bring in a bunch of stuff that'll be for January, which is remote control airplanes and tools and whatnot. And so I drove that for a couple of days, even with the suspension like that. So it was obviously a bit firm in the ride, but it seemed to run really good. It's a little diesel, and you can shift it automatic or manual. It's manual automatic, so it seemed to work quite nice. More Evesham, little broken record there. Beadwork. There's a good selection of die-cast cars. We're going to get into most of it when we get into the next room. And I don't even know if we should go up. I mean, there's indentures, there's sewing machines, more sports stuff. I think we'll just let you do the gallery for that stuff over there, and let's get you into the back room here. A lot of the tools are from one person. Who is still a mechanic, but his tools are supplied for him through work, and so he's consigned his very impressive collection of mostly Snap-on and better brand names. And if you're buying some of these pieces new, you're spending real money. Those of you who have ever bought anything that says Snap-on on it, including myself, I am a mechanic, just haven't done that for a while, except for on my own stuff. This is his toolbox, so a pretty substantial size, and it's locked because that's down, but very, very nice toolbox. And I think we have it allotted as 2 lots, so bottom and top box, because not everybody needs it. There's some larger carpets in this room that are just too awkward to get onto the rack, so we leave them in here to look at. Some woodworking tools, a 15-inch plane, a nice big honking big saw, which you could use it's multi-speed, so you can put wood blades in there, metal blades, which adjust your speed accordingly, obviously. Dust collector, planer joiner. I don't know, you might want to go around that way, because this is lots of hand tools, so the video is not going to show it as well anyhow. So go online, look at all the tools. Kind of grouped most of it in one stretch, so it's easy for you to follow. Lots of boxed pieces in here, and again, predominantly Snap-on. So you'll have a good time looking through there. We made them into smaller lots because the value is there. This room we're going into is a little bit dark too. We didn't turn the lights on. And as we get into this room, you'll also notice what you won't see in the video is lots 2,000 and up. And they are sitting in a farm field by Morinville. And so you'll be able to bid on those, and it's basically a farmyard cleanup. And you'll be you can come out on Saturday, the 22nd, and have a peek at it from noon till 3. Just reach out to me, 780-940-8378 to get the address, and pop out there, and then you have a week to get rid of the stuff. But we'll have a loader out there to help. Piles and piles of die cast from another consignment. Mostly in the boxes, of course, as you can see. And then as we wrap it up, I'll also mention that coming in the new year, along with the remote control airplanes I talked about, is a huge train and die-cast, mostly vintage stuff, collection from another estate. We have his furniture in this sale, and we'll do the die-cast. We'll start cataloging it over Christmas. So that kind of wraps it all up, and again, the viewing has already started, or the bidding and online viewing has already started. wardsauctions.com, and of course, there's a live viewing tomorrow on the 21st of October, 11802 118-02-145 Street, Northwest Edmonton, and the office number is 780-451-4549. My name is Brad Ward, Ward's Auctions, and thank you for watching.